This topic is subtraction of mixed numbers with different denominators and renaming. And just like with addition of mixed numbers, I recommend that you write them vertically and you give a little space between the whole number and the part. And very important is to match up the parts with the parts and the whole numbers with the whole numbers. You can draw a dividing line that would represent your decimal point between the whole numbers and parts if you choose. Next, we need to see if we need a new equivalent fractions, and we do because fourths and fifths do not share a common denominator. So I'm going to multiply 4 times 5 together to get a new denominator of 20. And now I'm ready to make my equivalent fraction. So I'm asking myself 4 times what is 20? 4 times 5 is 20. I'm multiplying the numerator by the same thing because I'm really multiplying 1/4 by 1 whole. Then I'm asking myself, what did I do to 5 to get to 20? 5 times 4 is 20. Same thing, multiply the whole fraction 2/5 times 4/4, which is 1 whole. 2 times 4 is 8. And now you can see that if we were to do 5/20 minus 8/20, we go to a negative number. So what we're going to do is we're going to regroup. And just like with subtracting whole numbers, we're going to go over to the next place value over, which in this case is the ones place, and we're going to take 1 away. But we're really not taking it away, we're just regrouping it, which means we're going to move that 1 whole over to the place value to its right. And what we're going to do over here is we're going to add back that 1 whole. It's going to take the name of the fraction, but it's going to be 1 whole. So hopefully you can see that 20/20 is really 1 whole. And now all together right here, I have 5/20 plus 20/20, which is 25/20. And now I'm ready to subtract. 25/20 minus 8/20 is 17/20. And then 8 wholes minus nothing is 8. So our final answer is 8 and 17/20. In this one, we have 9 and 7/10 minus 3/4. Make sure that you line up that 3/4 with the other fractions. And then go ahead and find a new common denominator. Now, we can do 10 times 4 and get 40, but there is a smaller one, which would be 20. So if you can always think of a simpler fraction, it will save you time later on. You won't have to do as much simplifying at the end of the problem. So 10 times 2 is 20. 7 times 2 is 14. 4 times 5 is 20, and 3 times 5 is 15. This is subtraction, and 14 minus 15 would go negative, so I am going to regroup, take 1 away, but not really take it away, just move it over to the next place value, and it's going to take the name of the fraction, which is 20ths again, and it's going to be 20/20. So we're going to add that back. All together up here, we have 20 plus 14 is 34/20. And now we're ready to do 34 minus 15. If you can't do that in your head, go ahead and work it out. And we have 19. And the name of our fraction is 20ths. 8 minus nothing is 8. 8 and 19/20. Here's one more. 7 and 3/7 minus 2 and 1/2. 7 and 2 both have a common multiple of 14. 7 times 2 is 14, and 2 times 7 is 14. So our new fractions are 6/14 and 7/14. 6 minus 7 will go negative, so we're going to regroup. We're going to move 1 whole away from the ones place and add it back over here. And the name of our fraction is 14ths this time, so it's going to become 14/14. Again, 14/14 is the same thing as that 1 whole that we had over here. We just moved it over here. So all we're doing is shifting over 1 whole. All together, we have 6 plus 14, which is 20/14. And now we can subtract. 20 minus 7 is 13. And 6 minus 2 is 4. So we have 4 and 13/14.